They learned the hard way to not commit shoplifting in Flagler County, or frankly in Florida. Go to one of these states and cities that condone it and allow it. So instead of living in a tent, he now has a cot at the Green Roof Inn.
A Bunnell shoplifting duo is busted after stealing merchandise from a grocery store.
The Flagler County Sheriff's Office Problem Area Crime Enforcement Unit teamed up with the Bunnell Police Department to arrest 2 suspects already on felony probation that had stolen hundreds of dollars worth of goods from a Palm Coast grocery store. Flagler County Sheriff Rick Staley.
The crime duo decided they would try shoplifting almost $800 in food from the Winn-Dixie. Winn-Dixie had good surveillance cameras. They gave us some leads, and the Sheriff's Real-Time Crime Center put out an attempt to identify to our Northeast Florida law enforcement partners.
First, a woman entered the store, and later a man came in and walked around collecting items in a shopping cart and then abandoned the cart filled with items near a checkout lane. He spoke with an employee at the register about a missing EBT card. The employee helped the man in his efforts to locate the card before he exited the store. But of course, that wasn't true.
Bunnell Police Department and our Problem Area Crime Enforcement team identified the male suspect, who was also a fugitive from an active warrant in Flagler County. Working in partnership with the Bunnell Police Department, the subject was located in Bunnell, living in a tent behind a home, and was arrested along with his female accomplice.
The Bunnell man resisted officers while he was being taken into custody and was already on probation. He was arrested and is being held on a $3,500 bond. The woman, age 38, also a Bunnell, was arrested and is being held on a $2,500 bond. Both were taken to the Sheriff Perry Hall Inmate Detention Facility. For Flagler's Local Morning News, I'm Karen Johnson.
Good morning, Flagler County. I'm Rich Carroll. You're listening to Flagler's Morning News on Monday, July 22nd. Liz Ryan has more from the candidates running to be your District 19 state representative.
I asked each candidate, what makes you the right guy to represent District 19 specifically? Democrat Adam Morley.
Having grown up in this district, I really embody the values of this district and have been able to show through a strong track record of advocacy the issues that I'm willing to fight for and going to be taking to Tallahassee. And I think they're issues that are very welcomed across partisan lines. Running as a Democrat does allow me to be more independent and more accurately represent this district, leaving a lot of the national partisan issues out of it because we have enough issues right here at home that need to be focused on.
Republican Darrell Boyer.
I think with my experience working in the Florida State House, but then also having that hometown experience of just living in the community, being somebody that's a part of the community, I think those two things are going to be so valuable in my leadership and how I service my hometown, because I'll always have my hometown in mind, the constituents. I'm accessible. So anybody, they know that they can call and text me at any time.
Republican Sam Greco.
I'm somebody who can go in, understand the red lines and the needs of the person I'm talking to and articulate mine effectively. And that's how you are able to put together legislation that can pass. In the military, we have competing priorities constantly. There's never enough money, hours, people to get everything done. And the same is true in government. We need to be able to do more with less, and we need to be able to rack and stack those priorities to figure out what we need to address most pressingly.
For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Liz Ryan.
This local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota US 1 St. Augustine, here to wow you. They spent 4 decades in the same place until COVID.
Winnie Costello is the program manager for the Flagler County Senior Services. She said on a recent episode of Flagler Health Matters that our local senior center has been quite mobile.
We used to be in Flagler Beach at the George Wickline Senior Center. We were there for 40 years.
Costello said they would have to move after COVID hit since Flagler Beach wanted their property back.
We found the Church on the Rock. The county found the Church on the Rock, and it was our understanding that it was going to be a temporary fixed until we found someplace else.
While COVID seems so long ago, the senior center will have a new place.
They're going to be breaking ground in a couple of weeks at the West Side Library, and they're going to have a community room there. So we are going to be moving the senior center over there when that's built.
Costello said they're grateful to the Church on the Rock, but they need a place for seniors to call their own, and one that has windows. Flagler Health Matters is on WNZF Saturday mornings at 11:30, and it's on the Flagler radio app. Tomorrow, what is the Senior Center? From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Deb Albertson.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.
And now, Mike Lee Show with your WNZF local sports update.
The Tampa Bay Rays entered Sunday's matinee with the Yankees, trying to get back over the 500 mark. Richie Palacios led off the game and set the tone early in the Bronx.
And a shot back into right field. That's got some carry. That baby's going to go. Home run to start this game off the bat of Richie Palacios.
Randy Arozarena extended the Rays' lead in the fourth.
That's a shot back into left. Well tagged. That baby's going to go. Home run off the bat of Randy Arozarena.
His 15th of the year makes it 2-0. Up 3-0, Jose Siri piled on the Yankees bullpen in the 7th.
Fly ball deep into right center. Grisham going back. That ball's got carry and is out of here. Home run into the bullpen. Jose Siri on a 2-0 pitch.
The third Rays round tripper of the day was a 2-run shot. In the bottom half, a 3-run Aaron Judge homer cut the lead to 5-3. In the 9th, another Ray found the Yankee seats.
There's a high shot back into deep left. Verdugo's going to go to the wall in the corner. That baby's out of here.
Jose Caballero makes it 6-3. The Yankees got the tying run to the plate in the bottom half, but Pete Fairbanks struck out Austin Wells for the save. Final score 6-4. Tampa goes for the series win at 105 today. The Miami Marlins entered the weekend 3-9 in the month of July before splitting the first two with the Mets. The game was tied at 1 in the fourth.
And the payoff pitch is hit on a line, deep right field, crushed, gone, 3-1 Miami. Chisholm with a blast into the Mets bullpen, his 13th of the season.
Potential future Yankee Jazz Chisholm gives Miami the lead with a 2-run blast. Jazz was 2 for 4 with 3 RBI in the Marlins' 4-2 win. The Fish host New York again tonight at 6:40 with a chance to win just their second series in the last 30 days. Arena Bowl 33 took place in East Rutherford, New Jersey Friday night. FPC offensive coordinator Jake Medlock was 19 of 32 with 213 yards and 2 touchdowns, but his Albany Firebirds fell just short, 46-41 against the Billings Outlaws. Medlock finished the season with 39 touchdown passes. WNZF is your home for local sports with updates Mondays and Fridays. From the sports desk, I'm Mike Licio.